Hello, my name is Sharon and this is My Slice of Gardening, and today I want to show you 3 problem areas that I've had on the allotment and what I've done about it. If you have a garden of any size or an allotment, you are bound to have areas or jobs that you're constantly saying, I'll get to that, I'll fix that, I'll sort that. And problems crop up and you think there's got to be a way to make that better. Well, I have a few of them and I've managed to tackle 3 so far. So that's what I want to show you today. Now the first area is my little tire space beside the compost bin, pallet compost bin that I made. You might think it's not a problem, but it was because I only had 1 tire depth. And believe it or not, there's oregano in there. I've had it soaking in the pond for days so it wouldn't die on me. But this area, I've skimmed the top off. I've used as much of the good compost as I dare. And I say that because there's a lot of weeds in here. So that's what I've used to fill up the space. And I need it higher up because I'm going to put new wood chip down here. And I want it a good thickness to suffocate the weeds. So I want my plant higher up. A couple of tires, job done. But another issue I had here, you see that space there? Well, that's where I used to store my canes. In this ancient, falling apart attempt at a box. I mean, it did okay for a while, but as you can see, it's gone. So I needed to do something with my canes. You need a place for them. I had an old bin. I had old shelves. You know the greenhouse shelving you get? And you get those iron shelving things. Well, I had a little one. So I thought, why don't I drill some holes around there, it's all the way around, put my shelving wire on the top, bent it over, cable tied it in, and the spaces are perfect for holding your canes. Not only that, but when it's windy, they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to fall over. They're not going anywhere. I think that's absolutely perfect. Now for the shorter ones that don't fit in there, I've used an old piece of hose pipe, folded it over, screwed it in, and I've got extra storage on this side of my compost bin. I've got to confess, I'm rather chuffed with this setup. I feel like a slight genius. Mild, but you know, not to brag. So the only thing that's left for me to do here is to add the wood chip, and I can call this part at least finished. I've weeded all round here and all up the side there. That's all weeded. Look at that rhubarb, isn't that gorgeous? I've weeded all that, so it's ready for wood chip. But I do have another area that was really causing me issues. Let me show you how I solved that. If you've watched a few videos, you'll know that I've been using the old wood chip from my paths. I've used as much as I'm going to because it's, as you can see, too weedy and I don't want to risk it. But when I was taking up the stuff that had some weeds in it, I needed somewhere to put them. So I cobbled something together. Yeah, up to here, it's only 1, 2, 3. That was the original old wooden pallet box that had, was starting to store wood chip in. And then I had the idea, skim the paths and put the stuff in. So I've cobbled together a frame, and I mean cobbled, I've used everything I could lay my hands on. I lined it with more chicken wire because I had lots of it. That's another story, look for that video. And I've put as much wood as I dare on it. It's not all in good condition, but that's pretty much how I've managed to build it, just using whatever I had. Now I've dumped in some old wood on the top. Actually, I wanted them round the edges more. I'm going to be putting sheep fleece on the top. As you can see, I've lined it all with sheep fleece so that the soil can't fall through. And once I've done that, if you saw how I made my DIY pallet compost bin, I've made another gate. I know, quite impressed. I'm so happy with this. I'm trying to do it one-handed. Oh no, I've that much stuff in it now, it won't shut. Wow. Okay, there's that much in it. I could barely get that gate closed. I'm just going to throw the fleece on the top so I don't have to tackle that again. But it is a problem solved. I had all this material, nowhere to put it. So I made it a wee home. It's not the prettiest thing, but it is functional. So short and sweet, but no point in drawing things out when I don't have to. The tire planter, tire planter, that's a decent enough thing. When that plant comes through, I want to put some flowers in it so it'll cover the tires up a bit, you know, like nasturtiums or something that's going to hang down. The cane holder bin, I am so chuffed with, I can't even describe it to you. It's ridiculous how happy I am with that. The compost bin at the back, I'm not over the moon with it, but it's functional, it does the job. That's about all I can say. So it was 3 problem areas, those things that just kept getting on my nerves, and I kept thinking, I'll get to it. And today I've finished 2 jobs. I've been working on that bin for a ridiculous length of time. I was never sure, is that going to be enough? Do I need to add more? How high will I fill it? I daren't add any more to that bin or it's all going to come tumbling down. I hope that's helped a wee bit, maybe give you some ideas and maybe encouraged you to tackle some of the problem areas that you have in your own garden. So like I say, short and sweet. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to do that so you catch the next one. But until then, you take care of your wee self.